Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Chameleon Girl Gina, and today I'm going to go ahead and do a haircut at home. It's a haircut that I really love, which is just the China cut bangs, and then I'm thinking that I'm gonna flat iron it all the way. You know, like I'm gonna go for a bone straight flat iron. If I do tuck it, it may be a little bit out. However, it could be a slightly under. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what we're going for today. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my blow dry routine. And I know a lot of people say, you know what, keep the heat off your hair, do not blow dry your hair, no heat, no flat iron or whatever. It's been, you know, some time, maybe a couple of weeks since I have done any blow drying and any heat. I think it's okay once a week, but you need to maintain and take care of your hair and you'll be good to go with a little minimal heat is what we're going to call it. What I'm gonna do, because I like my blow dry routine, and the reason why I love it is because, like, you guys can see my hair, it looks a mess, but by the time I'm done blow drying my hair, it's gonna look about 10 times better. And I hope you guys can see it looks dull. Now I just washed it, and today I used Dove Daily Moisture is what I use. I usually like Dove Intensive Repair or Head and Shoulders shampoo and conditioner. I don't like anything with heavy moisture in my hair particularly, because it weighs my hair down, and you know, you want your hair to swing and you want it to behave at the same time. So in the meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and get started. So first, my first step is that I love this is my favorite thing right now, what has been for quite a while. Anyway, it's this B&B foam. I hope this will focus. It's like, what the heck, is it a setting? But anyway, it's the B&B foam, and it says specifically leaves your hair with bounce, beauty, and body, which I love all those things. It's a moisturizing wrapping lotion, and it has a clear shine formula. And so anyway, I just take some of this foam, give it a little shake, and I put several pumps into my hand. Meanwhile, guys, I have let my hair air dry, and y'all probably sick of me in this whole, why are you blow drying your hair on film? I think what I'm going to do is fast forward the blow drying part, so you guys don't have to be, you know, aggravated by the noise. But what I will say is that, yeah, I like to totally air dry it, or at least almost all the way, and then add any product. Because with my blow dry technique, if you was to put this on right out the shower, what's actually going to happen is that it's going to just pull the hair. It'll take a long time for it to get dry, one, and that's the main thing, because I'm not a very patient woman. And then comb from the ends, and then go up. Yeah, comb from the ends and then go up. I'm gonna, when I do the China cut, I'm gonna have a little part at the top. So I'm thinking I'm almost gonna have to bring my hair out like that, let that down for the blow drying, because in the direction that you're going to be wearing it is how you want to blow dry it. We're going to start on probably a warm temperature at high. So we're going to have high air, warm temperature. so we kind of sped through the blow drying routine, but something I want you guys to take note of is this. When you blow dry your hair, the ends are probably the most important part. So what needs to happen, you know, in my opinion, which you guys can see it's light and it's getting there where I want it to be, which is, you know, shiny, straight enough. Yeah, what I do when I'm blowing dry my hair, for instance, I'm holding it in towards these areas. And then I'm just kind of holding it out so it goes all the way through. And then I quickly go and get the ends because you don't want to fry your ends blow drying your hair. That's my thing anyway. And so it's so slight that it's a little damp. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some cream. This is the one I was telling you guys about, if it'll focus, the Olive Miracle, and this can be found at Walmart, your beauty supply house, or whatever. But for some reason, I guess they put it in a new bottle. I don't know if the formula is new because it doesn't say that on there, but it's kind of watery, so that's, I don't like that really. It's probably a great formula, but anyway, what I'm going to use is a combination. So pink oil, even if it doesn't focus, don't we all recall that? Because that's classic, takes us back. You kind of mix it if you're going to use two different kinds. But yeah, I prefer two different kinds. So first the foam, then the cream to replenish the moisture. But it's just weird. It has to be one thing at a time. At this time, I want you guys to still keep it on high as far as the air, and then go ahead and put it on warm temperature. Just keep it where you had it, basically. So now at this point, y'all, we're good to go. We just have one more last step to blow dry it. And that is to get it to be silky. And so that when you flat iron, you don't need to add oil. Add oil. Because one thing is just going to clog your scalp. And then basically the next thing is then your hair will be greasy. You have no movement. And that's it. So anyway, you're going to light, ever so light. And at this time you're kind of focused on your ends. To just get that oil and under. Now where's the paper towel? So yeah, you just want to kind of light, just so light. And get those areas, that's it. No more oil as you go or whatever. And so I see that it's a little moist at that bang because you could tell the difference in the texture. So I'm going to actually have to blow dry it, and it's going to be the direction, a different direction than what I'm going to curl it in or flat iron it in. But that's okay, because we're just going to figure it out. We're going to train it. It'll take 2 weeks to train your hair, and then that way you ain't got to worry about all that flat iron and curling and heat. So at this time, high heat and high air. So if your dryer works like that, it could just be either or. Yeah. How does, you know, do you understand what I'm saying? Obviously, but you know, it's like, wow. What, and then it's also, guys, it feels like, well, to me it feels like, what would I be doing if I was alone again? You know what I mean? Like, what would my life be without having my husband? But yeah, we'll be married on the 24th of April. We will have been married for 12 years. And so that's very significant. To me, for some reason, it's like, I was telling my husband, it's even bigger than 10 or anything, I guess. But maybe because it's longer. But anyway, I'm just checking in the mirror because what I want to do now is I want to have just about an inch part back. And then what I want to do is I want my bangs, like, for instance, if I was to cut my bangs and they were kind of like, I went straight across and then I did like that or whatever, just less hair, then I'm taking a chance of having it to be thin. You can see through the bangs and stuff like that. But what I want to do, what I am doing, is I'm parting the hair, and I actually want to part it into a triangle. And then, actually, I have to move this mirror because I don't want to feel like I'm looking away. But my husband looking like, ooh. But yeah, he doesn't really like when women cut on their hair and stuff. So, but anyway, I'm not cutting much. I'm just kind of, it's necessary anyway. Like I need a trim. I may not need bangs. So babe, the camera cut off, but just in case people didn't hear. Now, you said you didn't care about my hair because you were going to accept me? Or what'd you say? Tell the people in the back.
You said that
if you didn't really like my hair,
why did I marry you? And I said I married you not because I liked you. I married you because I love you.
You're just so sweet, trying to butter me up for our anniversary. And that's just, yeah. That touches me, guys. I don't know. I'm glad my hair is covering my face because, like, I'm cheesing. You know what I mean? It just brings great joy. Yeah, I think
cut
so.
all that off?
Yeah, I'm cut. It's just a bang. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I cut my whole finger. Uh-oh. So I did cut. Yeah, it's, my husband looking at me like I'm crazy, but it's just a bang. You know, it's just, oh, it's shorter than what I thought, but we're gonna live through that. So now I'm gonna have my daughter come out and watch my husband. Who wanna trim it?
Me? Actually, no, because my hair.
Your hands are shaky?
No, because my hair looks a mess. It's in like this.
Well, anyway, we're debating and contemplating. One thing I do like about this hairstyle is that it frames, and I do like to frame my face. But yeah, that's fine. The length of my bangs is good to me. I'm kind of teasing them. But now what we're gonna do? Come. Okay, because I'm talking to my daughter. Well, this is my oldest daughter. And then my husband. Actually, almost my whole family is here with me, y'all. So y'all may hear some sidebars. But I'm going to take, and I want to part, like not extremely far out. And I think I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see her trim. Y'all make sure she don't, go too far. Cause, it take a long time to grow some black woman hair like mine. It takes a minute. It don't really take extremely long, but I don't know. Now then, take your comb, the small tube side, and then just straight, make sure. How's it look?
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no more.
Uh-oh. You gotta take more?
No, it's just little strings. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and so anyway, I think, but you're gonna go over it? So anyway, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna angle it down, guys. And I hope you guys can see it. And then see? Yes. I took less. Because I wanted a little angled down. Is that angled down? Or is it, what is it?
Kind of looks like the same.
The same as well. The back? Oh. Well, that's because the sides on my head, they never grow right. So, whatever. And then I'm going to have you go over that, but at an angle in a second. Then what you do is you move to the other side and you hold it real tight. Okay. See, so anyway, when you're getting the size, that video gonna be long? Y'all gonna hang in there and stay still? Okay, just fast forward. I'm gonna timestamp where is what. And so anyway, when you're doing the side, if you want to do this haircut, I like to do it like this. You pull that sucker from the back and you pull it very tight. And then you angle your fingers to where they end up straight. You know, so you're pulling it out and then it ends up to be straight and then you just go down. Is that what you're saying? I don't want to cut my finger no more. Okay. So see guys? But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start flat ironing at this time. Can you unplug this blow dryer and then plug in my? I got this flat iron and it is raggedy, and then I got a new one. But the raggedy one, I mean, I'm in love. You know what I mean? I've had it about 14, 15 years. It's a long time, but. And then like when you go to flat iron it, instead of it staying together, it's like one side, the top of it goes like to the left, so it's just something about it. I don't.
You kept on grabbing the same one.
And you know, that's a shame, and I hate it that I have the most hair in the back. I wish I had the most hair on the top, if it was up to me. I would, but you know, how about if you just be satisfied? If you have what you have, and right, that.
Yep.
But women aren't like that. Men, they seem to be like, I'm cool. I'm cool. You know, but women, they'd be like, I want straight hair. And then the ones with curly hair, you know, it's just, or the ones with straight hair, they want curly. It's like we're the opposite for the most part. And the ones I know, like the ones like me, and then I gain weight, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I want to lose weight. And then the other ladies, and then they're like, the really, really thin ones, oh my gosh, they want to gain weight. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and trade. You know, what pounds do you want, and what do I want to lose? We'll trade. You got these, and then I get rid of them. You get them. Anyway, what I'm kind of deciding to do, I'm gonna go out a little, but not where you flip it. No, out with the hair. My daughter finna like zoom out, but nah, not that kind of out. Just the hair. I want it to lay a little bit better at this point where the shoulder is, basically. So. I'm going to show you guys. As I flat iron it, I decided this is going to be a flat iron, not a silk press. Because, yeah, you know, I don't want to do that. It's kind of getting later, and I'm probably going to have a steak or something like that. Yeah, my daughter said me too. And I have a taste for a steak, because my husband took some out the freezer, and that just sounds good. So, yeah, the way I'm going to do it, I really don't want to overlap a lot, but I want it to curve at the same area, so I'm going to go, and I don't want to get burnt at the ear. So anyway, I'm going to go close into the scalp, and then I go down to avoid burning, you know, my scalp and my hair. But, you know, it just don't come out right unless you just get a burn on your forehead. So. Unless you burn yourself and like cooking. Oh my gosh.
Unless you
Yeah, when you be cooking and stuff, I tell my kids, a good chef, because I teach. I have 5 kids. I teach every one of my kids like how to go about cooking. And my thing is this. They be like, "Oh, it's hot." And I'm like, well, then, go ahead and get it. Worry about the oven mitts and the tea towel later. Because I always say a good chef is going to get a burn. So anyway, I'm kind of pulling it straight down and then just outward. So that it has a little curve. We're going to see how it come out, I just hate the fact that, and it's like nowadays with beauticians, for the most part, now this is no offense to all beauticians or any beauticians. So this is, what is it called? A memo. I want you guys to hear this memo or note to self, whatever, disclaimer, whatever you want to call it. I am not hating on nobody, but it's like whenever I, except for in 2000, went to any beautician, you want one thing and you come out with James Brown's curls, Anyway, what I like is the fact that, I'm not worried with dandruff and all that. Some people of color say this, that when you have dandruff, it's a good thing because it's growing dandruff. Have y'all ever heard that? Make a comment if you have. But nah, what I was telling my husband while I was in the barman's break is that I just love his hair, but he don't want to be on camera if I just be like, look at my husband's hair, because like my husband, he's like old enough to be my grandpa in my mind, because he's only a few years older. Are you a few years or two point something?
Almost 3.
Almost 3 years, so 2 point something years older. But we tease each other. He says that I'm really older than him, but everything got mixed up at birth. And I tell him, no, I'm not older than you, because back in the 50s when you were born, I'm running junk. But gotta have a little humor in your marriage, right? Laugh at yourself too. But no, it's like his hair is perfect to me. I think his hair is gorgeous. And so he used to wear his hair cut like just faded, like that military cut on the sides, and then cold waves, like I'm seasick. And then one day something happened where it got just a hair longer than usual. So then I said to him, I was messing with his hair. I can remember so vividly this day. I was messing around in his hair, and I was patting it, and then all of a sudden I started making it messy. And then it was like fling, and it was like curls. So I was like, oh my gosh, don't cut the top. I was like excited, because that's like, I don't know, I just liked it, and it was great. So anyway, I told him, please, just give it a shot, give it a try. And so then, anyway, when he went to the barber, I was shocked. He came home, and his hair was not like cut all the way low like that with the like pure waves. It was kind of like lifted a little bit, and then I was like, just have a little more. Let it just be curly, because it had like that curly wavy-ish stuff going on. And so then anyway, he listened to me again the next visit to the barbershop, and I was shocked, because my husband, one of them people, he's like real particular about his own thing. He's like, and then even when we met, he told me straight up, like, t-shirts and button up for t-shirts and jeans. He was so particular, and it's not like you actually go in to your marriage feeling like I'm gonna change somebody and how they are as a person, but it's like they'll adapt to I like XYZ, I like this, and he wouldn't, and so I was like, ugh. So that's why I was surprised when he listened to me, and then it was like twice, and then the next thing I know, my husband's hair, it probably, we're gonna say it had to have been an inch long. But it was tamed. It was like the curls, they were beautiful. And I realized he had just had this really wonderful hair. I'm going to say really good hair. Y'all hate when I say good hair. And like, there's no such thing as bad hair. Why would you say good hair? Well, anyway, his hair is bomb. It's like silky, beautiful, curly, just good. For you to have good hair, you got to take care of your hair. And I grew up thinking, quite frankly, that I had bad hair, especially, and like I had 5 or 4 siblings, like how I am, as I have 5 kids total. How my mom is, she had also 5 kids total, and so I have 4 siblings or whatever. But all of them are boys except for my big sister. And I used to think, and my mom, beautiful hair. And I never met any one of my grandparents. But what my mom would do is just nothing to her hair. And you lift up her hair, and it would just be nothing but curls. And it would just all of a sudden be here. Like that, like all down, you know, it would just grow really long. And I would think, like, why would you do my sister? You know, like they had a choice. I'm going to have you with X feature or whatever, and I'm going to have your brother with this. You know, it's not like that. You don't really make a choice. You love your kids, period. You want them to be healthy, but, you know, either way they are, you're going to love them. And, you know, you don't pick and choose. And like my dad had beautiful green eyes, and I was just like, well, his nieces and nephews, they got these beautiful green eyes, and their parents, which is my dad's siblings, their eyes were dark brown or whatever. Well, how did their kids come out with green eyes? Because y'all remember those days, green color contact. If you're my age, some people younger, but some people right here right now wear color contacts. I tried them, but they used to look scary back then. You know, did you ever put them in your eye? Do you know what I'm saying though? Like when I say like, dang, that'd be cool if I had some green eyes, or whatever color, or hazel, or this, or. But I don't know if that's another thing. Do guys feel like that? No? Right. They don't feel like that'd be cool. I'd really get the ladies if I had those colors. Y'all never? Guys never feel that?
I don't. I mean,
That's just like females.
Yeah.
Like a female intuition.
I don't know.
But anyway, the generations have skipped. And one of my kids, or whatever it's called, it skipped over. One of my kids. Well, I'm just telling them, you know what I mean? Like, one of my kids ended up with, you know, lighter, like, they're like change color eyes, or color changing eyes, or whatever. And so, that's that. Yeah, I hope when I comb my hair out, I'll like it, because it keeps fluff. It's like curving under instead of what I want. I want it to be this. I want it to lay like that. But anyway, whenever I turn my head, then it goes curves under. You never really know what the outcome of your hair is until you are done. So you just gotta hold up. And if I would have silk pressed it, then I had a better chance of what I was going for. But like I said, I'm gonna go eat a steak.
You do make sacrifices but you don't do a total sacrifice of who you are when you're giving to someone else. You make a sacrifice. I can't.
That's all? 30 years before Christ?
Mhm.
That's it?
Mhm.
That is not a lot.
No, because you gotta keep in mind she was the Ptolemies ruled Egypt. Their father was making deals with
Who's their father?
Julius Caesar.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Julius Caesar was Cleopatra's dad?
no. Her father, the